See, I just want to pull the ITC stock up for a second, and then we'll get to that exclusive story that Shrimmy is talking about. Look at that sharp dip. In part, reason could be because there are new sets of taxes to come on certain items, including cigarettes, which will be in that sin goods classification. So, important story coming in from Shrimmy on NDTV Profit. There could be a higher cost to smoking cigarettes, drinking a cola, or driving a high-end luxury cars. We are learning that luxury and sin goods may attract an additional health and green cess. Shrimmy, is this going to be over and above what these items are taxed at right now?
Yes, indeed. What we are picking up at this point that the government is considering a proposal to introduce new health and green cess on luxury and sin goods, and a move that could lead to higher effective GST rates on select items such as you rightly mentioned, cigarettes, carbonated drinks, and high-end automobiles. So currently, Tamanna, these products fall under 28% GST slab and are subject to compensation cess. So as per the proposal, which is still under the deliberation phase, the compensation levy on these select items could be subsumed into the new health and green cess. So effectively increasing the overall GST rates on these select items. So the context here is clearly that the potential restructuring of this entire compensation cess regime is set to expire on the March 31st, 2026. And to replace that, we could see the health and green cess, maybe over and above the GST rate, which is 28%, or could be subsumed in the existing slab. Now, the discussion, what we are understanding from sources, is underway within the government, with both the states and the central government is working on it. And in fact, this will be taken up as one of the key agenda of the upcoming GST Council meeting. Remember, the group of ministers being formed, led by MOS Finance Pankaj Chaudhary, who is exploring various options for the future of this compensation cess. And if you remember, 2.69 lakh crore raised to compensate the state for GST revenue loss will be fully repaid by January 2026. So the 40,000 crore which is remaining, from these compensation cess may be distributed to states as well, and that that formula is also expected in the upcoming GST Council meeting, Tamanna.
Shrimmy, just while you are with us, one more piece of information seems to be that the GST Council will take up rate rationalization matter in the upcoming meeting as well and may remove the 12% slab. Are you picking up something here?
Yeah, so this has been in discussion, Neeraj, for some time. In fact, the last council meeting already constituted a GOM to look into the matter. And in fact, the GST 2.0, which we have been talking about, is, moving towards three-tier structure. So sources was telling us at this point that this GOM is pushing for overall of the current four-slab GST structure, which is 5%, 12%, 18% and 28%. So the discussion are ongoing to reduce the number of slabs now to 3, with the possibility of abolishing this 12% slab. But if implemented here, this change could see several goods, including certain food items, to go into 5% slab, while other could be shifted to 18% bracket. So the overall the purpose of this whole restructuring to simplify the GST system, of course, and reduce the compliance cost. But we will definitely see that GST tax structure is moving towards three-tier structure.
Okay. Well, the stories move the stock. Shrimmy, thank you so much for that. Thank you for bringing us that update, and something that everybody watching with quite a keen eye, one would presume. Vineet, it's for long believed to be inelastic demand. I'm just trying to understand if indeed GST rates were to inch up higher. If not, would it have a demand impact on, say, a product like cigarettes, part one? And if not a demand impact, can it have a sentimental impact on maybe a business like ITC or a stock like ITC?
I think ITC is already taxed at the premium slab, so I'm not looking at too much of impact coming out there. So cigarettes are already at the higher tax slab, and some could move from 12 to 18. But ITC's products are primarily cater towards the upper end of the segment. It will get absorbed. It would be a one-time impact, and then things move on as normal.
Well, but the question was only, so the thought was only if this one would move up higher. Yes, they are at the highest rate, maybe cigarettes right now, but what if there could be some more? And which is, but Vineet is saying that he doesn't believe there could be a dramatic impact. Could there be a trade impact, Kush, on ITC? How do the charts look here? Because it's right now trading at the lowest point of the day. It was down, but it sunk further after this story has come.
There's no trade on ITC. The
No
reason
trade,
being
okay.
that 400, the 410 has a very strong put base. Also, technically, this 405, 4010, is a bit of a support zone and has been acting up for some time. I would wait and watch. If it were to break this 410 mark convincingly close below it, then perhaps for levels of 400, you could consider a short trade. But for now, it seems to be holding ground. The volumes aren't really as big on the way down. So yeah, nutshell, no trade on ITC just.
No trade on ITC yet. What about an RBL?